and welcome to UltimateDirtTV. It's the the Bluegrass Pro Late Models here at Eldora, brought to you by Majul C Speed Shop. And on the track is Michael Perman. Michael Perman in the Ford machine. On the track there, coming across start finish line. Let's see where he comes up. Second quickest with a 15.847. Next on the track, car number 53 is Scott Smith. Scott Smith in car number 53, the side bite motorsports driver. Goes to the top line, out of the turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Goes to the middle, slides up. On the exit, turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Car looking really smooth, goes to the bottom, slides a little bit up there. Exits the middle, down the front straightaway. Let's see where your time's in. He goes second quickest with a 15.663. Next on track, car number 37 is Brandon Marlowe. Brandon Marlowe, car number 37 in the 399 Esports. He's third quickest on the board. Car number 7, Nathan Mashcroft. Nathan Mashcroft in car number 7. 22 drivers here tonight with the Bluegrass Pro Late Ball Series. It's a fixed league. It says provided by Majul C Speed Shop. Nathan Mashcroft currently 11th on the board, or 12th on the board. Let's see if he improves out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. He will stay 13th quick. Tyler Berry in the 500 qualifies 4th. So far, 15 drivers have made time. Next on the track, car number 28 is Randy Reeser in the Side Bite Motorsports. Randy Reeser, let's see what a second time lap will be. He will stay 8th quickest. Next car on track, the 999 machine. It's Corey Sibley with a tail tag in Motorsports. That might be the wrong team.
Look at paint scheme on Corey Sibley's car. I've always liked that paint he's got.
Definitely. He has a good paint scheme on there. He is 14th quickest with a 15.778. James Rice, if you eat another starfish, you're going to be fatter than the cow walking down in the pasture.
You don't want that.
No.
Me and my family actually ate up at Texas Roadhouse the other day, and I swear I ate so much I thought they were going to have to roll me out of the joint.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to go in there and change the stuff, because it does say tail tag at Motorsports. But I thought it was wrong. Thank you, John Darby, for putting it in there. He's with the CF... Oh, he is in a CFM Designs by JDM. There you go. All right, 17 drivers at time did. We're waiting. Garrett Cooper, Jason Cord, Alex Hordell, Ryan Atkins, and Ethan Packard. James Rice, you keep on doing that. I'm going to kick you from the string. Tyler Berry, second. So we're waiting for right about 5 more drivers.
Real quick, while we're waiting for these drivers here, guys, I pulled up the point standings, and Ethan Pickard is still going to be your #1 points leader with a total of 293. He's actually got quite a bit of a gap over Scott Fritz, running in second with 254. Jesse Johndrud is going to slip down to the 3rd spot. Cody Sieber is going to be 4th. Randy Reeser 5th. Marlowe, Braswell, Herbert, John Darby, and Zach Nichols is going to be your top 10 points coming into tonight.
And between second and our first and second, what's the gap?
First and so I just hold on. One second, I just closed it out. I believe it's like a 20 point, 30 point gap. It's quite a bit. I'll pull it up one more time here. 293 to 254. So there's about a 30 point gap in there. 29 point gap. It's hopefully Scott Fritz can close up that gap a little bit here tonight.
Hopefully he can. I mean, Scott Fritz, he's on top of the board with Tyler Berry, Jacob Lasser, Jory Nick, and Jesse Johndrud, your top 5 right now. We're still waiting for Cooper, Korn, Hornadell, Atkins, and Pickard to make a qualifying lap. We got right about 3.5 minutes remaining. In qualifying, they get 10 minutes to make their time lapse. The Bluegrass Pro Late Ball Tour presented to you by Majula C Speed Shop. Fixed setups. So it's all about the driver. They compete for 100 laps tonight. Six is Brandon Barlow. You got Scott Smith, Randy Reeser, Stevie Hoover, Brandon LaShaw, Michael Perman 11th, Brett Fisher, Benjamin Bruno, Corey Sibley, Ryan Williams, Nathan Mashcroft, and Jordan Gross. Your 17 drivers who have taken a time. We're about 2.5 minutes left.
Just got word from down in the pit area too that Garrett Cooper will not be allowed to qualify tonight as he pulled into the pit gates a little late here tonight. So he will unfortunately not be able to run a qualifying lap. So he will be starting at the back of the heat races. Unfortunate.
So what about the other 4? They're changing underwear in the.
Yeah, I don't know. They must be. I don't know. Hoosier must be down there still marking tires. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with those guys.
Cooper, Cord, Hornell, Atkins, and Pickard have not made a lap. As he said, Garrett Cooper will start last in this heat race. As we have
Ryan.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say Ryan Green just joined the stream. Good buddy of mine. Hello, Ryan. Thank you for tuning in.
So a little bit dead space. That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, allows us to talk to one another. You know, that's all right.
Right.
Communicate with the people watching at home here. 100 laps here tonight, guys. This track is going to change dramatically. You see, you're looking around at the track right now. She's got grip from top to bottom. By the end of the 100 lap race, I would have to imagine she's going to be pretty slicked off, Steven.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's going to be all talent tonight by the end of the race. Let's go ahead and look at your official results in qualifying. As you have Scott Fritz, Tyler Berry, Jacob Lasser, Jory Nick, Jesse Johndrud, your top 5, Brandon Barlow, Scott Smith, Randy Reeser, Stevie Hoover, and Brandon LaShaw round out the top 10. Here's your starting lineup for heat race number 1. And on the pole with the T. Berry Motorsports, car number 48, it's Scott Fritz, and to his outside, the Tennessee 399 Esports, car number 51 is Jacob Lassiter.
Starting P3 on the first heat race tonight is going to be the 75 machine of Jesse Johndrud. He's running up there, top 5 in the points, and to his outside, the Side Bites Motorsports driver. That's going to be the 53 of Scott Smith.
Your third row inside is Stevie Hoover and Michael Pearman on the outside.
Inside of row number 4 is going to be that 86 machine, or 96 machine, excuse me, of Benjamin Bruno. To his outside is going to be the 63 of Ryan Williams.
Your fifth row is Jordan Gross and Jason Cord, and Ryan Atkins rounding out your field. Eight laps of distance. I can tell you this, everyone will make the show for this 100-lapper tonight.
Yes. Should be a action-packed show, that's for sure. Looking at the cars here, I see Scott Smith. He's rocking a new paint scheme tonight. Scott Fritz is definitely rocking a new paint scheme tonight. Guys changing up a little bit. Maybe could be good luck, bad luck. I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah. It could be whatever luck he wants, right?
Yes, it's right.
He could choose his destiny. As lights are out, we're going to let him loose out of turn number 4. Green flag is a waving. Scott Fritz goes to the top shelf. Look at Jesse Jondred looking underneath the Jacob Laster out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Give it to Scott Fritz leading lap number 1. Jesse Jondred and Jacob Laster.
Jesse Jondred squeezed Jacob Lassner up to the top side of the wall there. Looks like he's trying to maybe take his line away. We'll have to see as they're side by side behind Scott Fritz. Yellow flag is going to wave here early on in heat number 1.
Jordan Gross bringing out the caution. Jordan Gross in the 12 machine. Gets into the 63 and he gets spun around.
Not a good way to start your night.
Definitely not. Well, I can tell you this. You know, I live in Arkansas. We got severe storms. I can hear the thunder.
The snow up here in Wisconsin, excuse me, is finally starting to melt. We're finally hitting high 40s, maybe even cracking the 50 mark. So the snow is melting. And to tell you the truth, Steven, I can't wait for the thunderstorms, or at least the warm weather.
Right. Well, it's going to storm. We were in the upper 70s today. Yeah.
I wish.
So if the stream acts crazy for a minute, bear with us. It's because of the thunderstorms.
Yes. Mother Nature does not. She's on her own agenda.
Yes, she is. And I don't get to make a decision in that one, that's for sure.
Nope. Single file restart here.
Single file, Scott Fritz, Jesse Jondred, Jacob Laster, Stevie Hoover, and Scott Smith, your top 5. Green flags are waving for Scott Fritz as it comes down the front straightaway. Fritz goes top there, Jondred in second, Laster in that third spot. And look at Scott Smith and Stevie Hoover. They're battling for 4th there.
Good tight racing throughout the field here.
Scott Fritz, your race leader, Jondred, following the leader basically right now. The track's kind of locked down, so this is run by. Follow the leader for a little bit. Look at Fritz goes to the top side. Jondred running the middle groove there out of turn number 2.
Absolutely single filing out as you see a little slick spot starting to develop there at the beginning of turn number 3 here at Eldora. As everybody, they're just going to single file run around. Track's got lots of moisture. You see another little slick strip running at the beginning of entry of 1 there. Coming down the back chute. Everybody's going to run the top side. Top to middle side. As soon as she got slicked off through the middle, you're going to see guys running top side, bottom side. And some guys right through the middle. It's going to be 3 lanes of racing around this place.
Definitely when that feature race comes a rolling.
Absolutely.
Scott Fritz picking up the white flag. 1 lap to go. Jodra, Lassiter, Hoover, Smith, your top 5. Out of turn number 2 for the final time. Down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. Picking up the heat race number 1 win. Give it to Scott Fritz. Jodra, Lassiter, Hoover, Smith, Perriman, Bruno, Atkins, Cord, Gross, and Williams. As your official results pop up there on the board. Here's your starting lineup for heat race number 2. On the pole, the 500 is Tyler Berry. To his outside, the side Bite Motorsports is Jory Nick.
Brandon Marlowe for 399 Esports is going to be rolling off P3 tonight in the 97. Randy Reister, another side by Motorsports driver, he's going to be lining up to his outside in P4.
Row number 3 is Braden LaShaw and Brett Fisher.
Corey Sibley in the 999 machine is going to be starting off P7 with Nathan Mashcroft in the 7th machine to his outside.
Well, this 5th row, Ethan Pickard, your points leader, he was out changing some underwear, didn't get to qualify in time. Garrett Cooper couldn't qualify. Alex Hordell, he was waiting to get into the bathroom, couldn't get in because of Pickard trying to change his drawers, so they didn't get to qualify the 5th and 6th row. Lights are going out. We're going to let them loose out of turn number 4.
Unfortunate turn of events for those drivers. They're definitely going to have some work to do coming for heat number 2 here. 8 laps of distance. Maybe hopefully they can get the job done. I guess the good thing is, Steven, we talked about it earlier, is everybody's going to make the show tonight, so that's a blessing in disguise for them. Looking back, Corey Sibley is back there as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what...
So he got an EOL, that's for sure, because he's shown minus 3 spots. So he got sent to the rear. We're racing out of turn number 4. Tyler Berry goes to the top shelf in turn number 1 with Nick and Marlowe. Marlowe to the inside of Nick, out of 2, down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. They're side by side for the race lead momentarily. Give it to Berry out of 4, leading lap number 1.
Just got word from the admin's booth that Corey Sibley was not supposed to qualify, so he will be given the penalty to start in the rear. As you see here, as Tyler Berry continues to lead Jory Nix in the 95 machine, running right behind him. You look a little farther back, Marlowe, Reiser, Fisher, LaShaw, Pickard, Cooper, Sibley, they're all there. Throw a blanket under those cars as Berry got to rip the top side. It is fast around Eldora. If you can get that machine up on the wall, you just want to keep it out of the wall. Jumps down to the middle line in 3 and 4. Coming out of 4. Tyler Berry continues to lead here.
Tyler Berry, your race leader. Nick in that 2nd spot there with Marlowe, Reiser, and Fisher, your top 5. Nick looking a little lower under Berry. Can't make anything happen down the front straightaway. We're halfway down, halfway to go in heat race number 2.
Look through the field. These guys are nose to tail all the way back from P1 to P11 here, guys, as we are halfway home, like Steven just said. Coming down and working on lap number 6, you see that Team Berry Motorsports with Ulysses Speed Shop 500 to Tyler Berry. He's leading this train around the top shelf here at Eldora. All it takes is one mistake and you can go from 0 to 0 in a real quick hurry.
Yes, you can. Nick there trying to hold off Marlowe as we get 2 laps to go. The 500, Tyler Berry. Nick into the outside wall. That's going to allow Reiser to take over that 2nd spot and Fisher down to 3rd.
Lots of real estate loss there for Jory Nix in the 95. Unfortunate break for that man. White flag out. T. Berry continues to rip the lip here at Eldora, looking to capture heat race number 2. Checkered flag. Reese jumps up to 2nd. Fisher to 3rd. Marlowe to 4th. LaShaw to 5th. Coming across the line, the 500 machine at Tyler Berry will bring home the checkered flag. Randy Reese, Brett Fisher, Brandon Marlowe, Brendan LaShaw round out your top 5.
Your official results will look like this. Berry, Reiser, Fisher, Marlowe, LaShaw, Nick Pickard, Cooper, Sibley, Mashcroft, and Hornadell. And it looks like we have a LCQ. And I believe everybody's going to make it. I believe. Or maybe...
I would have to guess as well, Stephen. I would imagine.
So on the pole, it's the 53 of Scott Smith into his outside, Brendan LaShaw.
Michael Pearman in the 4 machine is going to be rolling off from the inside of row number 2, and Jory Nix. We just saw that driver get in the wall. Hopefully he can find a way to keep it out of it. He's going to be rolling off P number 4.
Row number 3 be Benjamin Bruno and Ethan Packard to his outside.
Ryan Atkins in the 124, and Garrett Cooper, I believe, is also in the 124 here tonight for Mid-South Mafia.
Jason Corden in the 82 and Corey Sibley in a 999 machine will roll off row number 5.
Row number 6 is going to be the 12 machine of Jordan Gross and the 7 of Nathan Mashcroft.
And your final row will be Ryan Williams and Alex Horndale. Lights are going out. We're going to let them loose out of turn number 4. We saw Jory there. Got a little tight. Got on the outside wall there. The pit crew got that quarter panel all straightened out for him for his last chance qualifier.
Absolutely. Pit crew getting their hands dirty. Got on there with the mallets and the wrenches and straightened that machine out. Looking good back out here. 95 machine, that is of Jory Nix. Steven also just got word from race control. There will be no warm-up. We're going to go straight to the feature event.
But how many go through?
I will see if I can get the word.
Lights are out. We're racing out of turn number 4. Good start for the 53 of Scott Smith. Marlowe goes to the top. I'm really confused because Brandon Marlowe.
Everyone goes
that's
through.
Brandon LaShaw. There it is. I was saying Marlowe. It's LaShaw. I was looking. I'm like, the car numbers don't match and the paint schemes don't match. But it's Brandon LaShaw in that 33 machine in that second spot there. Look at Michael Pearman looking to the inside of Nick. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. We complete lap number 2 with Smith in the lead.
Just got confirmed everybody's going to make the show here tonight, so this is all for positioning. As you see, looking back, Bruno is in the wall. He's going to lose wholesale real estate, wholesale positions as he drops back into the very back of the field. Unfortunate for that driver. He's looking back now. Jory Nix, he's tracking down Brandon LaShaw. He's trying to get around him. Miss Nix is in the wall once again. Unfortunate for that, man. He better try to move. Maybe try running that middle line because his car is definitely not liking the top.
Definitely not, especially right now. As right now, most of the drivers are up there on the top shelf. You look at the 124. He's trying to get that middle line to come in. Now Cooper will follow Nick there as they're 3 wide. And that's for 6th, 7th, and 8th on the board.
3 wide racing around Eldora. This place is incredibly wide. Plenty of room for these drivers to be able to work in and out of other cars and traffic. As you see, Scott Smith continues to lead Brendan LaShaw. Ethan Packard swapping now P2. Him and LaShaw are having a little battle of their own. Jory Nix, Garrett Cooper back in the field. As we are track starting to widen out a little bit. She got a long way to go, but she's definitely starting to get slick up to the top shelf.
Long way to go, short time to get there. Scott Smith, race leader. Ethan Pickard in 2nd, Pearman in 3rd. LaShaw and Nick, your top 5. Out of turn number 4, we complete lap number 8 of this 12-lap LCQ. Racing for positions. And as you take a look back at Brandon LaShaw there, in the 33 Super, 24, there's Jory Nick there, in the 95.
Garrett Cooper trying to hold his P6. P6 is his if he wants it. He's just got to stay smooth and consistent on the top. As you see, he's under attack from the 82 of Jason Korn as we jump back up front with Scott Smith. And he continues to roll the top side. We are working. Popsicle sticks are out. We have 2 to go here, Steven.
2 laps to go for Scott Smith down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. Coming out turn number 4. The white flags are waving. 1 more to go for Scott Smith. Smith will take the white flag, goes to the middle of turns 1 and 2 now. He will exit a little higher out of 2, down the back straightaway for the final time. He goes to the bottom of turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, the checker flag is waving. Give it to Scott Smith, picking up the win. Ethan Pickard, 2nd. Michael Pearman, Brandon LaShaw, Jory Nick, Garrett Cooper, Jason Cord, Ryan Atkins, Corey Sibley, Benjamin Bruno, Nathan Mashcroft there, rounding out your field. And you know what? Here is your starting lineup for tonight's main event. On the front row, in the car number 48 is Tyler Berry to his outside. In the 500, oh, I just really messed that up, didn't I? Let's start over. On the pole, in the car number 48 to Tyler Berry Motorsports, it's Scott Fritz with Tyler Berry on his outside in the 500.
JC Johndrew is going to be rolling off row number 2 inside in that 75 machine with Randy Reese of the side by Motorsport driver on the 28 to his outside.
Row number 3 be Jacob Laster and Brett Fisher.
Stevie Hoover, good run for that man tonight as he's going to be rolling off P7 with Brandon Marlowe for 399 Esports stays outside.
Scott Smith roll off 9th with Ethan Pickard in 10th tonight.
Michael Perriman in the 4 is going to roll off P11 with Brendan Lashad into 33 days outside.
Then you have Jory Dick starting 13th and Garrett Cooper to his outside in the 124.
Lots of side by Motorsports here, drivers, sports fans. That's pretty cool to see. Jason Corney's going to be rolling off 15th, and Ryan Atkins is going to be days outside in the 124.
Corey Sibley will roll off 17th tonight. To his outside is Benjamin Bruno.
Nathan Mashcroft is going to roll off in your 19th starting position in the 7 machine, and Jordan Gross will be to his outside in the 12.
And your final row tonight be Ryan Williams, and to his outside, Alex Hornadell. Well, 100 laps.
Yes. Long ways to go.
The lights will go dark on the track. We're going to let them loose out of turn number 4. Who are you going for? You going for Scott Fritz, Tyler Berry? Do we have any Jesse Jonder fans, Randy Reeser fans? Or Laster, Barlow, Fisher? Who's your pick?
If I had to put my pick on anybody, to be honest, I think I'm going to go with the 51 of Jacob Laster. He is definitely a slick track driver. Also looking back through the field, Atkins is another, or not Atkins, sorry, Korn is another good slick track driver.
Green flag is waving out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Fritz goes to the top shelf. Jondred in that second spot in the 75. He goes to the bottom. Jondred does pull alongside Fritz momentarily. Fritz will get the run out of turn number 4, leading lap number 1. Jesse Jondred in that second spot there. Jacob Laster looking to the bottom, trying to make a move. He pulls alongside of Jondred. Can't make it happen. He's actually going to fall back because here comes Randy Reeser on the top shelf in that 28 machine. He's up to third, 3 wide out of turn number 2.
Jacob Laster looking to the inside, already making moves. We got 100 laps to go, but he's already making moves. There's a little contact between Reeser and Jondred. Jondred's able to save it. That could have been disaster early on for the 75 machine. Is Lassiter able to pick up both of those spots due to the contact? And Jacob Lassiter, if he's on this roll early, we'll see if his car is set up for the short run or if it's set up for the long run. But as of right now, that man is on a mission.
He definitely is, as Scott Fritz is pulled away while these drivers continue to battle side by side for second. Laster to the bottom, Jondred up high. Jondred with the run out turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. 5 laps in the books, 95 laps to go.
Jondred rips the top, Reeser rips the top, Lassiter continues to roll that bottom middle side. Plenty of moisture down there. We haven't seen a lot of drivers down there throughout the night. Is he just being patient? I think his car might be set up for the longer run as he's going to let those guys drive by to his outside. We'll see if he continues to stay down there or change his lineup. It looks like he's going to tuck in behind the 28 of Reeser. It's all about keeping your car clean early on here, guys. Making sure you don't pick up a lot of damage and setting yourself up for the end of the race here.
That's right. You want to save as much as you can to the end of the race as Scott Fritz is pulled away from Jesse Jondred in that 75 machine. As we take a look at the static cams.
Hornet's nest in the middle of the pack there.
Oh, yeah.
looking back through the field there, I noticed the 500 machine of Tyler Berry. He started on the outside of row number 1. He's lost a lot of spots. He's got some major spoiler damage there on the 500 machine. Not looking too good for the 500. Hopefully he can hang in there. We got a long ways to go. We got working lap 11 out of 100. Plenty of time to get there. We are 4 wide down the backstretch for a moment with Cooper, Hornadell, Smith, and another driver there. As it's starting to get dicey.
Definitely that mid-pack is working its tail off, trying to gain positions. These drivers are. You know, basically, you know, you want to make at least a halfway or lap 75 and then give it all you got. You want to, you know, don't want to throw it all out there at once.
No, and that's the thing too, is you want to try to keep these tires, you want to try to save them as much as you can. Like you're saying, if you give it too much, you're not going to have anything for the end of the race. Late race caution comes out and all of a sudden you're sitting there and you're not going anywhere, and drivers are just blowing by you on the outside. Of Scott Smith, he tags the outside wall, looking like he might be a little loose through the middle of the corner there as Cooper's able to go around him on the bottom. He's going to jump down and take away Cooper's line. Now Cooper gives the line to him. Scott Smith is going to try to slide up. He's going to slide up right in front of Cooper. Cooper, nowhere to go. Scott Smith. Oof. I am not an admin, so I'll leave that call up to those guys, but definitely some bad luck for that driver right there as he goes on his lid.
Take a look at UltimateDirtTV instant replay. The 53 of Scott Smith goes to the bottom of the slide in front of Cooper. Cooper going to lift his skirt up and look underneath it. Sends him around on the front straightaway wall and upside down.
Definitely be some words said back in the pits tonight after that altercation. I would imagine at least a little talking to. Anyways, you slide up in front of somebody here. You just gotta hope that the guy behind you either gets on your brakes or cuts under you to cross you over. It definitely reaction time, especially when you get on the slick. Stuff happens fast. Really early on in this race, Scott Smith is in the pits. You see, his night is most likely going to be over. I think it's just one of those things. Maybe pushing a little too early. You got 100 laps. You got to keep that in your mind. Looking forward. Obviously, I'm not in the driver's seat myself, so, but I've definitely ran a couple 100-lap features, and you gotta be patient out there and don't try to go too crazy too fast.
Lights are out. We're going to let him loose out turn number 4. So when Cooper was looking underneath the, you know, Scott Smith's skirt, what do you think he was looking for?
Just maybe he's looking to see what kind of shocks he's running under there. Maybe trying to figure out what he's got, because Smith's car was definitely working well on the top, and Cooper was on the bottom, and they swapped lines, and disaster struck.
We're back to racing down turn number 4. Scott Smith, Jesse Jondren. Now look at Randy Reeser goes to the bottom 3. Wine for the race lead out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Reeser and Jondren making a little bit of contact there. Jondren get a little loose in the middle, but give it to Fritz. Down the front straightaway.
Very respectful, clean driving out of the 51 machine of Jacob Lassiter there, as he could have very easily got underneath the skirt of the 75 and sent him around. He chose not to. He gets on the brakes. He understands that there's a long way to go in this race. We're not even 20 down yet. Long ways to go. We have plenty of time to get there. These boys just got to realize it's a long race. It's not about... we're not a rabbit right now. We're a turtle. Everybody's a turtle here. We're just we're just slowly running the race, trying to make it to the end, Steven.
Definitely. It's right now Scott Fritz and Jesse Jondren. Scott Fritz ain't pulling away as he did the first 15 laps, as Jondren has been able to stay right up there with him. Out of turn number 4, we complete lap number 19. Next time by, be 20 down, 80 to go here at Eldora. You're watching the Bluegrass Iracing Series Fixed Pro Late Models, presented to you by Majula C Speed Shop.
Absolutely. Scott Fritz, he has some company now in the 75. Jesse Jondren, Jacob Lassiter, those boys are definitely not going to let him get away. As you see, Scott Smith, he rejoins the field. Looks like he might be going in. Looks like he's about to be possibly going a lap down if he doesn't get his tail moving here. As Scott Fritz, he just continues to bang that cushion down. Jesse Jondren, Jacob Lassiter, Randy Reeser, Ethan Packard swapping now to P4. That's going to round out your top 5. As a T-Berry Motorsports driver contact back behind them. It looks looked like Reeser and Packard got together. Looks like everybody's going to keep it straight for now, but we're like we were talking about, Steven, as this track slicks off, we're going to get, people are going to start getting brave and making some moves.
That's right, and look out the 75. Jesse Jodder goes to the inside to pass for the lead. Slides it for Fritz. Fritz will cross back underneath him. Fritz at the line as we complete lap number 23.
Contact for Scott Fritz as he puts that 48 machine in the wall. He's able to gather it back up, keep that momentum. Jesse Jodder, another big slide job coming from the 75 machine. Scott Fritz is going to cross him up, coming into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to throw it down to the bottom side. Now they swap lines. Scott Fritz going to slide up in front of Jesse Jodder. Crossover attempt. Will he throw it in 3 and 4? Looks like he's going to. Another big slide job from Jodder. Absolutely just great racing up front here.
25 laps down, 75 to go. Oh, in the wall, Scott Fritz, Jodder underneath him. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Your new race leader, Jesse Jodder, up towards the wall there. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. A little further back, Randy Reeser battling with Jacob Laster, Ethan Pickard in that 5th position. They got Marlowe, Nick, Warren, Sibley, and LaShaw, your top 10.
That wall is fast, Steven, but it's dangerous. As you see these drivers, they're trying to slowly just slide their car up to the cushion, hit the cushion, have that car hook up, and drive off. They get a big drive off, big run of momentum when they come out of turns number 2 and 4 here. As new leader, Jesse Jodder in the 75 machine, top 5 in points currently, as he's going to pull out about a 3-car gap on your second place runner of Scott Fritz as he's in the wall now. Scott Fritz able to close back up. Randy Reester's also there. So I spoke too soon. He's not going to run away with it quite yet.
Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. We complete lap number 29. Now Fritz looking to the inside of Jodder. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Fritz will fall in line with Jodder. Out of turn number 4, 30 laps down. 70 to go.
Still a long way to home. We got a long way to go here as Reeser's going to look to the inside of the 48 machine of Scott Fritz as he's working a little bit different line than the rest of these guys. There must be a little rubber strip, or you see there's a couple tack strips he's working through the middle there. He loses a lot of ground right there through 3 and 4. He's going to jump back up to the cushion in 1 and 2 here. Continue to bang the wall down. He's going to try a little bit of a cut down line. That didn't work for him. As Scott Fritz, he's looking, he wants that lead back. He ain't going to let Jodder have it that easy as we are working lap number 33, Steven.
Lap number 33, looking a little further back in the field. From 5th to 6th is a huge gap. Jory Dix leading that second pack there with Corey Sibley up 10 spots in the 999 machine. You have Jason Korn in at 82, Brandon Marlowe, Tyler Berry, your top 10.
Single file on the top. Most of these drivers, a couple of them venturing down to the bottom. You're going to see quite a bit of that right now. As soon as that cushion, though, once that cushion goes away, that cushion gets really thin, and when it does, it gets very, very hard to run. That's when you're going to see drivers, they're going to put their car right through the middle of the slicker. You can see as Stevie Hoover there, he's just rolling the bottom. He's just Scott Bloomquist down there, just slow rolling the bottom, keeping his car nice and clean, staying out of trouble. Like we said, we got plenty of laps to go here, Steven, but it's going to be interesting to see when that cushion goes away.
Yes, sir. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Nathan Mashcroft, you're fixing to become a victim of being a lap down as Jesse Jodder works the high side into turn number 1 there. Mashcroft working the bottom. He becomes a lap down into turn number 3. But Mashcroft, he's not giving up just yet. Run that bottom line.
No, he's sticking it in there. He's lost a little bit of momentum there, but he definitely gave it his all. He gave it a good run. As he's not, he doesn't want to go a lap down. I don't blame him either. I don't want to go a lap down either. As see, I'm a huge fan of lap traffic races. As you see, Scott Fritz, he's going to work to the outside of Mashcroft now. Randy Reeser as well. I don't know what's happening in pit road right now. We're going to ignore that, but lap traffic is definitely going to play a factor here in this race as we're working lap number 40. So we're working on halfway, not quite there yet though.
Completing lap number 39. As you look at the gap between Jodder and Fritz, for about 10-car length advantage, Jodder has down the back straightaway. He's running top shelf as Ryan Atkins, the next car, going to be the victim of becoming a lap down.
It definitely seems as if the guys that are not so comfortable on the top, they're just going to roll the bottom. I noticed a lot of these guys that are rolling the bottom, though, their cars are nice and clean. So if they're able to get some waiver rounds or get back on the lead lap here, they'll definitely be a factor. You look at Brandon Marlowe's car, Corey Sibley on the bottom as well. There is not a lick of damage on those cars. That is going to become a huge factor as we get later and later on into this race, especially when they start rolling through the slick.
Out of turn number 4, Genre in that black machine. Oh, he's into the wall there, makes a little mistake. He's going to allow Fritz to close in a tad bit. Into turn number 3, Genre leaning up against the wall there. Out of turn number 4.
I don't think there's going to be a right rear quarter panel on the back of that 75 at the end of this race. He is in the wall, and he is just banging the cushion. He's banging the wall at this point. That man, but I mean, that's where he's comfortable. That's where he's going to run. As you see him, he's right up on the cushion, right up on the wall. Coming on, he's going to work around the lap car here. Lap car slides in front of him. He's going to jump down to the bottom now. As he slides the lap car, working on lap number 45, guys. It's starting to get dicey. These lap cars, they are going to definitely play a factor.
Definitely, even though, I mean, he might be wishing for a potty break now.
Yeah, you don't know what lap cars are gonna do. You don't know whether they're gonna hold their line or give you the rope, so it's kind of a crapshoot when it comes to that.
Definitely, as the 75 working to the outside of Hoover. Hoover now going a lap down. Next car in sight is Michael Perriman. Jesse Genre, altitude down the back straightaway, goes to the bottom of turn number 3. He's going to slide on up on the exit of turn number 4 as we complete lap number 47. Caution out on the racetrack. Nathan Ashcroft.
Big yellow flag there. That's going to change everything in this race. Ashcroft taps the wall. Oh, yep. Oof. Oh, Brandon Marlowe, unfortunate, just victim of that as well. Oh, the 30. Oh, no. Just casualties of war, Steven.
Well, the track's slicked off, that's for sure.
Yes, very much. There's not a whole lot of tack left out there for these drivers.
That's 75, J Machine and Jesse Genre, your race leader. Scott Fritz is second. Then you got Randy Reeser, Jacob Blaster, Ethan Icker, and Jason Korn. In 6th, you got Jory Nick, Brandon Marlowe, Corey Sibley, and Tyler Berry, your top 10. You got Brandon LaShaw, Garrett Cooper, Ryan Williams, Benjamin Bruno, Ryan Atkins, and Michael Perriman rounding out your field as Brett Fisher. Oh, he's on the track, so he's the 17th there. Or 18th. Stevie Hoover's 17th. You got Jordan Gross. And then you have Nathan Ashcroft and Scott Smith and Alex Warrendale out of the race.
You see a couple of these drivers are getting a couple waiver rounds, get back on the lead lap. So if those drivers down the bottom, like I say a couple of them were on the bottom just saving their stuff. We'll see if they're able to work through the field now as we're just about halfway, Steven. And brand new ball game here.
Brand new ball game, a new umpire. We're racing out of turn number 4. So far, only I believe that's our second caution in the future. And that was a really good long greens flag stint.
It was, definitely. These drivers have definitely been keeping it clean, keeping it green here as we're stacked up on the top side. We're 3 wide. We're side by side all over the place. It's Fritz. He got passed by Randy Reeser. Randy Reeser is giving him all sorts of fits. There's Reeser. He clears Fritz. Fritz is into the wall. Packard's showing his nose into the scene now. We haven't seen him up in the top 3, but that man is coming, and he is coming fast. We'll see what he can do.
Fritz in that 3rd spot under heavy pressure. Now look at Jason Cord at 82. Look at underneath them. Jason Cord up 10 spots at the start of the race. As of right now, he's our hard charger. Last trying to get heavy on the binders, not getting in the back of Cord. Jacob
Lassiter is definitely one of the most respectful drivers on the iRacing simulator. I love seeing respect from these guys. It's pretty nice to see. Definitely when you can race side by side with somebody inches apart and not even be able to touch them. As you said, excuse me, Jason Korn, your hard charger, I mentioned it earlier, he's definitely a good slick track racer. One of those side-by motorsports drivers. He's looking to the inside of Ethan Pickard now. as he's going to move up into the 4th spot. He has this car figured out, and it is on rails.
Yes, he is. Randy Reeser now. Look at the run it gets out of 2 down the back straightaway. Jondred up there on the Sunday drive out of turn number 4. So we're going to take a look at the static cams one more time.
Love these static cams.
Look how close they are to that wall.
Another driver as he started to move up a couple spots is the 124 machine of Garrett Cooper. As he's all over the back of the drive. Couldn't see who that was there, but he's another driver on the move. Just past halfway, he's going to look to the inside of Brandon Marlowe, and now as he's working the bottom middle side, running it right through the slick, keeping it down. There's still a bit of moisture on the inside of the wall there. As he's going to slide up, he's going to take the spot away from Marlowe. Slack job, Garrett Cooper into the wall, contact with Marlowe. Tyler Berry's in the mix as well. Losing wholesale positions there as we go back up front. Jesse Jondred, like you said, Steven, on a Sunday drive, he's a man on a mission, and he is out front, and he's doing it well.
He is definitely doing it well. Jesse Jondred pulled away from Randy Reeser. Scott Fritz in that 3rd position. And now Corey Sibley and Jason Cool are both up in spots as caution out on the racetrack. And I don't know who that's for. Was it for Jason Gross there?
Jason Gross and possibly Benjamin Bruno there. They both have some really beat up race cars.
There's Benjamin Bruno with some damage on the right-hand side and the left-hand side.
They might have to throw that car back on the jig after this race here, Steven. That thing is all sorts of twisted.
Well, you know, some people say that's how they like their whipple.
Yeah. Whatever floats your boat, I guess.
Some drivers getting away around Jesse Jondred, your 2nd leader of the night. As Fritz led the first portion, then it was Jesse Jondred. When we go back, Green to be 40 laps to go.
.40 to go. Track's definitely slicked off. There's not a whole lot of grip. You see on the exit of 4 there's a little bit of tack. I believe on the exit of 2 there's probably a little bit of a line. The problem is you're running so far out there. Those guys on the bottom, you're running so far out, you're actually losing a lot of your momentum. It's almost makes you wonder if it's worth it. But if that's where you're comfortable, that's where you're going to run. So it's all about where these drivers feel comfortable in running, and hopefully their cars, like you said, just got to keep it out of the wall because the top is fast. It's just very, very scary to run.
Definitely very scary. You know, you got to have some things if you want to run up there. Be brave.
Yes.
Out of turn number 4, we're back to racing as we complete lap number 59. Next time, Bobby, 40 to go here at Eldora. You're watching the Bluegrass Pro Late Model Series, presented by the Joel C. Speed Shop. Jondred up high there. Oh, you see Reeser getting tight. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. 40 to go for the 75J of Jesse Jondred.
Jesse Jondred on the top, flirting with disaster. As Reeser also flirting with disaster. Big tail slap of the wall. As you see now, looking back here, the 48 of Scott Fritz. He's showing his nose back into the picture. He's not going to go away quietly. He's working about a half a group lower than the rest of these guys. As you see, Packard, he's still in the mix. Jason Korn, Corey Sibley up to the 5th spot. Now Jacob Lassiter, Garrett Cooper, Brandon Marlowe, no blanket on all these drivers. Any one of them. Contact between Fritz. He's going back up to the front. Pickard has nowhere to go, drives across the nose of Reeser. That allows Sibley now to close up. He's going to roll the bottom. Is he going to throw the slide jump? No, but Reeser's going to cross them all back over as we are getting dicey, Steven.
Oh! Corey Sibley, he got body slammed and around he goes.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Product of tight racing right there. There's definitely good racing though.
See, Pickard, he got pitched out from Reeser. He comes across, hits the 999, and 9 gets kind of loose there going to 3, slides up. It gets into Lassiter, bringing out that caution.
Tough break for the 51 of Lassiter and also the 37 machine of Brandon Marlowe. Driver's just unfortunate, wrong place, wrong time, nowhere to go. Unfortunate for Sibley as well. He was just on the bottom running his line, minding his own business, and a car got shot down into him. I would love to say I haven't been in that position before, but I have. It's it is what it is, Steven. It's been a good race so far, and just restarts are tight, and really, you know, when you have a bunch of drivers. Another thing, guys, I don't know if we mentioned this tonight, but if you're new here watching the Bluegrass Pro Late Model Series sponsored by Majula C Speed Shop, all these guys are on the same setups. Everybody's on a fixed setup, clear across the board. Everybody's running the same kind of car. So it's all about the drivers, and some drivers, it's sometimes they're a fan of the setup, sometimes they're not. It's all about you just got to figure out how to wheel that machine.
What pedal to use, right?
Yes, I believe the brake pedal is on the right.
We're back to racing out turn number 4. Jesse Jondra, a good start for him. Scott Fritz looks to the inside. He's going to let it slip a little bit. Oh, Jondra makes a mistake. Into turn number 3, Fritz to the inside. He'll slide up a little bit. Here comes Randy Reeser now to the outside of Fritz, down the front straightaway.
Side by side is Jondra. He's into the wall again. I don't know how that man even has a quarter pedal left as Reeser closes up big time to the back. Reeser's going to throw a slide jump in the 75 at Jondra. No, he decides otherwise. He keeps it down for the time being, but look at the man. I believe he's hard charger, Steven. That 82 adjacent corn. He is coming to the front now.
Up 11 spots, Jason Cord is in that 4th position, right up against that wall. But coming to the start-finish line, we complete lap number 66. Oh, we got disaster.
The big one at Eldora, Steven.
You know, that's when you hear that song, Somebody's Knocking.
Yeah.
I let them in.
That's right. Love it. Let's see what happens here on your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Oh.
Pickard. Upside down and rolls and it collects Cooper and quite a few others.
Yeah. I believe that was Marlowe underneath the 47 of Pickard too, so I don't know if maybe Pickard threw a slide job and just didn't quite clear it enough, but a lot of damaged race cars there, and I feel like a couple of these drivers might be ending their night a little early here. Garrett Cooper, I looked back, he had no rear spoiler on his car whatsoever. Maybe these drivers have a quick repair left. I don't know how many of them do after 68 laps, but if they do, that would be a good time to use it. Steven, we might be looking at a new leader here pretty quick, because Johnson, he's not running away with it anymore. He's got some big time company in the sorts of Reeser, Fritz, and Korn, because they are definitely coming.
Definitely is. And look at Brandon LaShaw there. You know, he's in the top 6. But lights are out. We're going to let him loose one more time out of turn number 4.
Another driver too here, Steven. Brett Fisher. That man was just giving waiver rounds about 20 laps ago here, and he's sitting inside the top 10.
Yes, he is. Ryan Williams in 11th. He's up 10 spots. We're back to racing out turn number 4. Good start for Jondra. Fritz 3 wide for second there. Look at Cord to the outside. A power move out 2. Down the back straightaway. Give it to Jason Cord. 3 wide for 3 as we got a caution on the racetrack.
That was about to get really interesting there. That's one of the times I wish the yellow would have stayed away. Green flag racing's a good thing, but that was about to be really cool.
Just a lot of 3 and 4 wide action.
Ooh.
Nick there gets spun around.
Pickard involved again.
It's just not his night. Your points leader.
Yes. Unfortunate turn of events for a couple of these drivers here, as they've been caught up in some chaos. Like Steven just said, Pickard is your points leader. Scott Fritz is running second in points. John Drude is third in points. Cody Siebert not in attendance here tonight, and Randy Reeser is your 5th place in points. So a couple guys running up front in the race are also running up front in the points race here. So we'll see who comes out on top after tonight.
Somebody gonna be flexing.
Absolutely. You see Scott Fritz in the 48 machine there. Lots of heavy damage on the right side of that race car. That's going to affect the aerodynamics, especially through the middle of the slick part of this track. Maybe he can counteract it. We'll see. It's all about him. It's in his hands now. He's got to just wheel that machine to the end here, as we are almost to lap 70, guys. Laps are winding down. Lap 68 here at around Eldora.
Green flag back out the completion of lap 68. On lap 69. Jason Cord, look underneath the Fritz, out of turn number 2. He gets a run off Fritz. They're side by side. Cord to the bottom there. He's going to slide up on the exit of turn number 4. But here comes Fritz powering on outside at the line. Give it to Fritz for that 3rd spot.
Looking at the 82 machine of Jason Korn, I think that he's working through the field here because he's one of the only drivers, I should say, that's kept his car clean through majority of this race. A little crinkle in the spoiler of that machine, but nothing major, as he's able to run that middle line where a lot of these guys probably aren't. So that's going to come into factor here possibly as we move through the later part of this event. As Lassiter's coming back into the picture now, is he's figured out the top side. He's going to roll around the outside of the 82 machine at Jason Korn. Korn's going to give him the room. Move Lassiter to P4 as we are still banging the wall down, Steven.
Well, we're banging it, but it's not coming down just yet. You know, your mama teach you don't waste your money on cheap concrete.
That's right. Get the good stuff.
That's right.
Reeser able to close back up to the 75 machine of Jesse John Drude as we are working lap 74 out of 100. Lassiter move him up to the P4 spot. Scott Fritz in 3rd, Reeser 2nd. Jason Korn hanging on your top 5 position is Brett Fisher. We said it earlier, that man was once 1 or 2 laps down, as he is now moved himself to the 6th spot, battling with Ryan Williams for that 6th spot. Suzuki is the 63 machine there. Look back a little further, Corey Sibley, Stevie Hoover having himself another good run. They're going to battle side by side. Michael Perman, Garrett Cooper. No rear spoiler on that car, is running 12. I don't know how he's doing it, Steven, but he is doing it.
Yeah, he's missing his belt that goes around his pants. How about that?
I've seen a lot of things, so this is a new one. Well done, young man. Well done.
Yes, sir. Back up front, Jesse Dronder, your race leader.
Race leader has company in the form of the 28 machine is Randy Reeser. As John Drude, he's going to slide up he's going to change up his line a little bit. He knows Reeser. I think he knows Reeser's a faster car right now, so he's on the defense here. Is Jesse John Drude, he might be getting slid here. No, I think Reeser's just trying to set him up as we are working lap 79 out of 100 laps, winding down, work just about 20 to go here, folks. As things are getting real, who is going to bring home this checker flag? Reeser and John Drude have pulled quite a bit of a gap on the 3rd place machine of Scott Fritz. As Jesse John Drude, absolutely. Jesse John Drude is playing defense right now, searching around to see if he can find a different line to work away from the 28 of Reeser, as yellow flag is back out, and that is not what that man wanted to see.
We're going to bunch him up one more time for a 20-lap showdown. Well, it's not that one. It went to Randy Reeser. We know that wasn't it.
Uh-oh.
That's the reason why your caution came out. I'll bet you his nose is out a little too far.
Sure was, Steven. Just past those green cones there. Unfortunate. But that's how she goes. Well, anyways, we're going to restack him, repack him. Reeser, he's going to have another opportunity to get around the 75 machine here of Jesse. Oh, it's going to get interesting here with 20 laps to go, Steven.
Yeah.
I shouldn't even say that. It's been interesting the entire time, but I think we're about to see some real slicing and dicing as we're actually looking like we're going to go back double file here. We went single file restart last time, so they're going to stack them up. They're going to let them run, so we'll see what happens here. Reeser's definitely going to have some high side momentum coming out of the turn here if he can get a good restart on Jesse.
Here we go, back to racing out of turn number 4. We complete lap number 79, 20 laps to go. We raced later, Jesse Joddard. Look at here. Look at Scott Fritz, Jason Korn, 3 wide into turn number 3. Randy Reeser there, kind of slowing down Fritz a tad bit. Korn tried to make a move, can't make anything happen. Jacob Laster working that bottom right now. Korn to go look to the inside of Fritz, but Fritz is powering on that top shelf. Now look at Randy Reeser now looking to the inside of your race leader, Jesse Jondren. Jondren into turn number 3, up against that wall, out of turn number 4. As lap 82 in the books.
Lap 82 in the books, working lap 83 down the backstretch. Comes the 75 machine is Jesse Jondren. He's able to pull a 2-car gap roughly on the 28 of Randy Reeser. Randy Reeser's working the outside as well. Just got to keep that car on the wall. As Marlowe, he's working on the wall as well as he's stacked up back here. As you see Ryan Williams, he's starting to come through the field now. As Sibley as well coming to the field. Lassiter's really the only car on the bottom I see. Committing to the bottom anyways. I guess Fisher's behind him there a little bit, but he's working the little bit higher line. Is Sibley, he's going to run right through the slick as we jump back on board, or back with the 28 and the 75, your 2 front runners for majority of this race. Throw Scott Fritz in the mix as well. He's been up front majority of this race. Jason Korn, I believe he's your hard charger, running in that P4 spot. These guys have worked their tails off so far to get where they are. 86 lap, or 85 laps, excuse me, in the book. Steven, laps winding down.
Laps are winding down. Jesse Jondren has about a 5-car length advantage over Randy Reeser. Scott Fritz in that 3rd spot there, and Korn in 4th, Sibley in 5th. Sibley running the middle ground, but look at Ryan Williams up 15 spots. Right now, as the race ended, he's your hard charger. Looking to the outside of Sibley, down the back straightaway. A little bit of contact there. No harm, no foul. Now side by side, out of 4th, down the front straightaway. Give it to Ryan Williams for that 5th place momentarily.
Ryan Williams, your hard charger, he definitely has that machine figured out as we jump back on with the 28 of Reeser once again, as he continues to try to track down the 75 of Jesse Jondren. Reeser into the wall. That's going to allow Fritz to close up even more to the backside of Reeser. Excuse me, working lap number 88 of 100. Excuse me, Steven. A little choked up there.
Lap 89 now in the books. 11 laps to go for Jesse Jondren. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Randy Reeser in that 2nd spot there. Scott Fritz in 3rd. There's Korn trying to get the middle to come in for him. Williams up 16 spots in that 63 machine. Corey Sibley up 11. Then you got Brandon Marlowe in 7, Jacob Laster in 8, Fisher and Hoover your top 10.
A lot of these guys trying to figure out where the line is right now. They're searching, trying to make up any spots that they can, any kind of momentum towards the end of this race. As Reeser trying a little bit different line, through 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, running about a half a lane lower than the rest of these guys, sliding up to the exit where that tack is on the exit of 4. Scott Fritz, I don't know if it's working for him because every lap that goes by, I believe Scott Fritz just closes in a little bit more at a time. As you see him, he's coming. Jason Korn has also got something figured on the 82 machine as he's all over the tail tank of Scott Fritz. He wants to get on that podium. Laps are winding down for him, so if he's going to make a move, he's got to make it quick, Steven.
He does. Fritz closing in on Randy Reeser. As Cord looks to the inside, he's found something in the middle groove. Cord to the inside of Fritz. Fritz up against the wall, but Fritz going to have to run out of turn number 4. But slowly, Cord is making it. Look at there. Cord is digging it. He's selling it cheap out of 2, side by side for 3rd.
Fritz moves down to take Korn's line away as Reeser stays on the top. Scott Fritz realizes that Jason Korn has found something. I think Korn might have to try to get a 2-for-1 special on his teammate. There's Randy Reeser. Hopefully he can make it stick. If not, maybe he's content just riding where he is, but he's definitely going to try to get that spot away from Scott Fritz, that's for sure, as he's working the inside down about a half lane lower than Scott Fritz. Scott Fritz gets the big run of momentum coming off at turn number 4. They are nose to tail, throw a blanket under these drivers for P2 through 4.
Now, did Scott Fritz make a mistake there? Go to the bottom. No, Nelly. We got a battle for second with that lap car, the 33 of Brandon LaShaw there, almost losing it in front of him. Cord making the bottom work out of 2.
Definitely making the bottom work. Is now he's going to switch lines, maybe try to get this run of momentum so he can get enough motor built up to throw this slide job. He's running out of laps. Popsicle sticks are out. Jesse Jondred, he's out front. Big comfortable lead for that man. The battle is definitely for P2 as we have 3 drivers under a blanket. As you see, Fritz gets a little loose on the top side. Reeser is able to pull a little bit of a gap. Now I guess the question is, who is going to take home P2? Who is going to take home P3 to run up that podium? White flag out, Steven.
White flag, 1 more to go for Jesse Jondred down the back straightaway into turn number 3 for the final time. Out of turn number 4, picking up the win. Give it to Jesse Jondred. Randy Reeser coming home 2nd. Scott Fritz 3rd. Jason Cord, your hard charger, Ryan Williams, bringing home a top 5. Woo.
Heck of a drive by that man there. Really good drive by Ryan Williams.
Yes. And the best part about it, we did 100 laps, and we were on air for 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Look at that.
That's
good.
That is good. Here is your official results. Jondred, Reeser, Fritz, Korn, Williams, Marlowe, Sibley, Laster, Fisher, Hoover, your top 10. Then you got Cooper, Perriman, Ickard, Atkins, LaShaw, Gross, Berry, Bruno, Nick, Mashcroft, your top 20. 21st be Scott Smith and Alex Horndale. We'll be right back after these commercials with your post-race interviews. Welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV. And let's see if we can have a talk with your top 3. Well, Cody, you got our 3rd place finisher, Scott Fritz.
Sounds like a plan. Scott Fritz, congratulations on P3 here tonight, man. You definitely you have to say you had to work for it, as you were under attack there, laps winding down, as you had Reeser in front of you and Corn behind you. You were kind of in a sandwich there, man. Tell us how that was.
Yeah, the track was really slick there at the end, and there's a real fine line in 3 and 4 that a little bit of bite you could put the right rear on, and it was I was trying to get Randy there, but at the same time I was trying to keep Corn behind me, so it was definitely had to work for it, but it was a really good run.
Yeah, I definitely know that 82 machine of Corn. He was definitely coming. I see he would go down a little bit below half a line down. You would try it out. You guys are just kind of trying to. Well, obviously you're both trying to fight for that P3. It was definitely curious to see who was going to get it at the line there. Definitely fun race to watch. Fun time around here. Any issues that you had out there tonight? How was the track? Track was pretty good from top to bottom. You just preferred to stay on the top.
Yeah, track was really good from top to bottom. It didn't move around quite as much as I figured it would, judging by what we ran when we were practicing. But it was pretty good. It was just the top had so much momentum and stuff. And there, when it got real slick, you could run the middle and make time. You just had to keep the car real straight there. But top still had the momentum. There, 1 and 2, there right at the end, you could move around quite a bit with it when the track got slowed down a lot there. But 3 and 4, you had to be on the wall for the momentum. But a hole started building there, kind of exit of 4, and the hole, you'd hit the hole at the right front and straighten the car out and get the right front up over the cushion there on exit, and you just push like a dump truck. So I had to fight that there at the end. But other than that, it was a good night.
Track definitely had a lot of character. Then definitely, like we said, definitely fun to watch. We were wondering how many cars were actually gonna have a quarter panel at the end of the run. But anyways, congratulations, Scott, on your 3rd place finish, man. Friends, family, sponsors, you'd like to thank?
Oh, obviously T-Berry Motorsports and those guys. I know they had some trouble there at the end. They were running pretty good, so it sucks. But they helped us out a lot. Majula Say Speed Shop, obviously, helping us out. Wrath, ATV, UTV, Butt Kicker, UNOH, and all them, and obviously Jason putting this league on for everyone. And looking forward to finishing this season and on to season 2.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations once again, Scott Fritz, that he is going to come home in P3 tonight.
Thank you, guys.
All right, coming home in 2nd, Randy, a 2nd place finish, a podium spot. Not bad. 2 weeks in a row, right? 3?
Yes, sir. 2 weeks. 2 weeks in a row now. Yeah. Just keep getting first loser. I guess that's my place.
Hey, but the car was strong middle, the mid run. That's for sure. On the restarts, you look like you had it at times, but just when the car was slide up, you just didn't have much grip there, I guess, off the turns.
Yeah, what was happening was, there for a long time I was running kind of a line below the top in 1 and 2. Really felt like I was fast. Had we not had that last lap caution, I know I was putting the pressure on Jesse. We had a really good gap between 1, 2, and then, the gap between 2 and 3 was really, really good. So I was really happy where we were at. Unfortunately, we just had that late caution that kind of bunched everybody up on a really racy track, but more locked down, So going in a lane lower there towards the end just wasn't really working because the car was just getting really, really tight, and it was hard to drive and get that run off. So, yeah, it got difficult there in the last 20 laps or so.
All right, go ahead and thank those sponsors, friends, family, loved ones, whoever.
Absolutely. Yeah, first and foremost, again, Sidebite Motorsports, our team. 151 Custom Graphics, 10 to win on YouTube. Diggs by D1RT. Definitely got to give a huge shout out to my spotter Kyler Bruce tonight. He definitely helped me out finding lines and made me as fast as I was. So.
All right, that is Randy Reeser coming home in 2nd place tonight. Well, Cody running down there with your future winner, Jesse Jondren.
Jesse, we got you back in victory lane once again here, sir, in that 75 machine. Green is said to be the bad luck color of racing, but you are proving that theory wrong, sir. Congratulations on the 1st place run tonight.
Thank you.
Tell us what the track was like, where you were we watched you were on the top majority of the time. Did you test the waters down low? I seen you throwing a kind of a slider line, deep slider line there with about 20 to go or so. Were you trying it out, or?
Yeah, and I was just trying to somehow create a little separation between me and Randy Reeser, because I don't know if you could tell on broadcast, but it was pretty hairy up along the wall there. So
It was we were talking about it up here in the booth. The cushion was definitely getting thin, and it was harder and harder to run the wall. I was curious to see if anybody was going to take the ride on the wall tonight. Nobody skateboarded, so that's good. But yeah, the cushion was definitely getting thin. Was Reeser? We seen Reeser before that one of those last restarts. Reeser and you, it was just you, 1-2, you guys out front. Did that have you in your own head at all, worrying about if he was going to try to be able to throw that slider or not?
no, not really, because it was if you could just maintain the top and stay out the wall, it's pretty much who could stay out of the wall the best was going to get the win, I think. But I did go down to kind of like entering in the middle and then sliding up to the top in the center of the corner and then coming off middle the last couple laps there, and I was actually 2/10 faster. So I wish I would have started doing that sooner, but I didn't want to try something with Reeser close to me, so.
I can't blame you there. You definitely, if you got a big lead, you got a big lead and you got time to do stuff, try out some different lines. I definitely don't blame you for trying that out. But either way, you definitely got it done here tonight, and you captured that checker flag here. 100 laps at Eldora, long ways, man. Long race. Congratulations once again, Jesse. You got friends, family, sponsor you'd like to thank.
Oh yeah, I'd like to thank Backwood Speed Shop, my teammate that's on there that running there tonight, Ethan Pickard, always keep me honest. Brant Farms, Goldmine Transport, AC2 Skins, Anthony Caudilli does a great job on our wraps. You guys for putting on the broadcast, and Jason and Scott for pretty much running the Bluegrass deal and putting it on. So.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate watching you run here, and congratulations once again, Jesse. That's going to be your first place finisher, guys, of Jesse Jondren.
Thanks, Cody.
Welcome.
All right, another race completed here with the Bluegrass Pro Late Model Series presented to you by Majula C Speed Shop. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Steve McMillan along with Cody and Nevin. We're going to say good night, God bless, and we'll see you next Thursday night.